Hello everybody, Andy here again. Well, recently I've noticed a subject cropping up in sort of articles and internet articles and bits and pieces that I've seen sort of generally in magazines and that. And the subject is about snobbery really, and it's snobbery against people like you, people like me, the vloggers and bloggers in this world, the people who do this for fun, the people who love doing it, or however you want to term it. And the snobbery is coming from politicians, people like that, maybe people who get paid to do sort of blogs, talk about things generally, report on things, journalists, etc, etc. And as I said, I've noticed this sort of creeping in fairly recently. Unfortunately, I can't find the articles. I must have thrown them out or something. I can't find them on the internet. I've had a little trawl around and it's just not there. But it gets you thinking about this type of thing, about snobbery generally, but specifically about this. Why are people being snobbish about our videos, our vlogs, our blogs? I've got my own theories, as I'm sure you'll probably be aware of. I think it's just a bit of jealousy, maybe. People are taking more and more notice of the sort of things that you and myself are doing. Not necessarily suggesting that my videos will have much impact in the political world, but some people's do. A lot of people's blogs certainly do nowadays, and they are becoming increasingly more and more powerful, more and more influential in especially presidential elections over there in the US, which is obviously coming up in a year or so, but across the world as well. Elections in France and in other parts of the world have been, and certainly will be, influenced by the sort of things that you and me are talking about. Other people are far more influential in the vlogging community, and especially in the blogging community as well, and other people sort of don't like this very much. But my opinion is, and my point is really, is that we are all equal. All of our opinions are as worthy as anybody else. My opinion is as valid and as important as yours is, and our opinions and points of view are just equally valid as anybody's. It doesn't matter whether you be the President of the USA or whether you be Joe Blogs down the street, as you say. We've all got one vote. Whichever sort of democratic country that you come from, we have one vote and one vote only. My vote counts as much as George Bush's vote or Tony Blair's, Gordon Brown's, whoever. We're all exactly equal on this, and that's my point. So why are people being snobbish? I don't know. Maybe you haven't noticed it. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's me with my sort of cynical hat on again, sort of noticing these things. But I think there is that sort of element of it. What I would say, another point of view, is that maybe our points of view are possibly more valid because we're giving them for nothing. We're doing this, as I said before, for the love of doing it, to put our points of view across. It's an avenue, it's an opportunity for us to do that, as I've said before. Other people are being paid to do this. So maybe they can be biased, maybe they can be sort of manipulated in some way. I think that the main point is that they consider us to be amateurish, maybe not as well read, maybe not as well, certainly not well respected, but educated, that sort of thing. But I don't think that's necessarily true. You watch YouTube, I watch YouTube, and other things that are on the internet. Yes, there's a lot of rubbish out there, and there's a lot of people spouting off views which, you know, we don't agree with, and we can see that they might come from an amateurist point of view. But there are lots of people out here on YouTube and across the internet generally, across the world, writing blogs, etc. That are highly intelligent, know exactly what they're talking about, and maybe you've never been given that opportunity to actually speak their mind until now. That's one thing that a lot of people lose sight of. You have to be appointed to write columns in newspapers and that, so that's a very well respected position. You get there probably by merit. I'm not disputing that. Well, I might dispute it in some occasions, but generally, no, they're there, they're appointed, they get there because of their connections, their education, their qualifications, whatever you may call it in life. But we live lives as well. That's another point of view, is that maybe we're more in touch with people nowadays. The politicians, as we know, and other people are generally out of touch with the common man, shall we say, and woman for that matter. They're not as in touch with the ordinary man on the street, the man on the Clapham omnibus, as we used to say over here in the UK. So maybe once again our points are all valid. Now obviously, as I said before, we're all equal, we all have one vote, everyone's opinion is as worthy as anybody else's. But that's enough of my little rant. I don't like snobbery in any way, and coming from a very class conscious country, that is something that's always annoyed me slightly, although that's being watered down. It's still there though, I'm afraid. But I don't like to see snobbery creeping in when it comes to blogging, vlogging, whatever it is that we're doing here. Our opinions, as I've said, are as valid, as equal and as worthy as anybody else's, and maybe that's the point. We're getting our voices heard and other people don't like it. Be interested to know if you've noticed this, if you've got any experiences of this, your opinions generally. Do you think it matters? Do you care? Am I a complete idiot? I don't know, that's your call maybe. But anyway, thanks for your time. I shall speak to you again soon. Goodbye.